Hello, welcome back, and thank you for following up on my mini project in the garden. Since the last update in late May, I have made some little progress. May and June has been extremely cold and wet, and so I wasn't able to get into the garden as often as I liked. Also, as coronavirus restrictions had lifted slightly into stage 2, I have resumed back into working in a physical location rather than working from home, so that's taken my leisure out of just being able to relax in the garden doing some of my projects. And so this update is pretty much of me continuing on building the garden edge and using this tin roof material, secondhand, found in the home, and Dad's kindly assisted me in chopping them up into smaller pieces so that I could fit them in between the concrete and soil.
Those used material are from bungalow, the roof of the bungalow and the roof on garage. Been there, I don't know, since the house was built, I think, so it's more than 40 years, or rusted through, got holes on it, cannot, be on the roof anymore. That's why I replaced them with collarbone material, but used the old one for some other things like a veggie garden, etc.
The challenge to fit this piece into the soil was that sometimes there are bigger chunks of stones inside the soil that I couldn't see. And so I had to really shuffle the piece into the soil and eventually finding that soft spot. Loosening up the soil a little bit between the edges have been helpful as well, and that was definitely something I needed to do. As you can see here, that I am trying to desperately shove it in with my own body weight, but it was proven to be pretty challenging, so I had to use the wooden stomp to just help out a little bit, and it also deforms a little bit when I was using the force. So challenges are definitely there, but it was fun and I felt so warm after doing this. That was basically why I was doing this. Yeah, staying warm. Some parts of the fence edge had been a lot easier to work with compared to the other sections, and so that day I was able to get through to maybe 1/3 up to half of the entire length of the fence. From here, it's going to be the continuation of building the garden edge up all the way to the end of the fence. One of my concerns with this setup is the fact that weeds will still grow in these exposed soil. So that is just going to have to be monitored over the time and see how well it can be controlled and whether it's easier to control weeds from growing in these edges now that it is properly set up. After the building of everything, I believe that's when I start to plant more flowers and also succulents in those areas. Even though this part gets shaded quite early during the day, hopefully certain plants will strive in that environment, and wintertime isn't the greatest time to be planting, but I'm hopeful that something will be fine in it. Well, that is all the update for this month. Can't believe it's been an entire 4 weeks and this is how far I have gone. But I'm trying to not judge that and just enjoying the process. So stay tuned for updates on my mini ongoing long-term project. And if you'd like to follow me on this journey, please subscribe and I will see you next time. Bye!